Hello guys, I am Oji, back with another Etheria restart video. Today, I'm gonna talk about Rahu and how to build him correctly, since I just got him recently from the event Wishful Banner, right? When I pull like 160 pull in permanent banner, and I got lucky, finally got him, which is what I've been wanting for a bit since the beginning. So let's start by learning what he is capable of and his skill. And he is a Rahu, which is a part of the Hollow faction, so a green element. And his main role is a DPS that can also give some buffs and also debuffs. So let's try to learn his first skill. So Flame Stream, this skill deals 320% damage based on his defense. So instead of using attack, he used a defense stat to deal the damage. Okay, so be careful with that. Don't waste your stat on attack instead, because he used a defense stat to deal damage. And this skill has 50% chance to inflict one turn defense buff. Debuff, sorry. So it will reduce the enemy defense by 60%. And then for the second skill, it's called Wrathful Form. Uh, at the start of the battle, he gains 2 stack of Wrath, and during the battle, for every 4 actions by other allied Animus, gain 1 stack of Wrath. When other allied Animus don't use attack during their turn, it has 30% chance to gain 1 stack of Wrath. So if they don't attack, you still have a chance by 30% to gain the Wrath. Okay. So let's see what is Wrath. Wrath is a stack buffs that it cannot be removed, I think, right? Yeah, it cannot be dispelled. So its stack increase defense by 5%, and you can collect up to 10 stack. And whenever the ally attack, it has 50% chance to assist, which consume 1 stack of Wrath and transfer 1 debuff from the assist ally to the target at 4 stack. So when you have 4 stack, you can transfer 1 debuff from your ally to the target. And then consume 1 more stack from the assist ally to transfer 1 extra debuff at 6 stacks. So if you have 6 stacks, you can transfer 2 debuff to the enemies. And then for every 4% defense the self has above the target, increase the final damage dealt by the basic attack by 1% at 8 stack. Oh, up to 40%. Okay, so this is a little bit confusing, but basically at 6 stack you can transfer 2 debuffs, and at 8 stack you can increase the final damage up to 40%. And it depends on the defense self has above the target. So you want to make sure you have as much defense as possible compared to your enemy, right? That's why the first skill have defense debuff. Okay, so every 4% increased by 1%. So you need to have like 160%, right, to get the 40% final damage. That's a lot. Oh, yeah. But if you have defense debuff to your enemies, that's easily be achieved, right? Because you will deal a lot of damage here, 380%. And then I think you want to max this skill, because this one will deal a lot of assist, right? This effect cannot be dispelled and has 50% chance to assist after ally attack and consuming 1 Wrath. So you want to collect the Wrath, and then at the beginning you already have 2, and then at max level 5 you get to have 3, but I think you don't really need that much. Okay, so ultimate now. For the ultimate, Flame Authority, Rahu inflict 2 turn defense buff to all allies while gaining 2 stack of Wrath, then deal damage 340% of his defense to all enemies. So this one is an AoE attack that based on your defense, and it deals a lot of damage because you are raising defense first and then also gain 2 stack of wrath. So you start at 2, gain 2, that's like 4 stack, right? Which is 20% defense. Okay, so that's pretty good, right? And now we already learned all of his skills. Let's start building which skills to prioritize first. In this case, I like to have the flame authority to increase up to level 3 first, because this one increase the limit of stack to 12 instead of 10. Okay, so 12 is quite a lot because you will get a 60% defense. And then for the level 5, number of stacks gained is 3 instead of 2. That's not really that much significance in my opinion, so I don't think you really need that much, but you can raise it if you have extra, but in my opinion just level 3 to get the max stack 12. And then where is, okay, this one you can gain 3 stack at the start of battle, but I don't think this is really important to pick, so you can just leave it level 1 unless you have extra skill point to spend, then yeah, I don't mind, but I would rather collect this instead of this one personally, although this one is just a passive, so that's kind of conflicting to me actually. Yeah, I think this one is better, I think. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that this is a passive. So this one you want to max level 5 because it gained 3 at the start of the battle, and then it's also raised to 60% to gain additional wrath. So even your support allies will gain you stack easily, right? Because you usually have two units that doesn't do damage or attack, right? Just casting a support skill. So this has 60% to help gaining stack. And then lastly, for the basic skill, I personally think this one is more important than it looks like, because of the he will do a lot of assist attack here, right? This 50% chance to assist, which is using a basic attack. So you will use a lot of this to help assist. So I think you want to at least maybe level 4. Level 4 is good enough, I think. But if not, just level 2 is okay. Yeah, as long you max level 5, this one, the passive, and this one level 3. That's all you need to do for the skill build. Okay, so the Flame Authority level 3 to increase the max stack, and then Wrathful Form to level 5 to get extra stack at the beginning, and higher chance to get extra 60% chance. Okay, now for the model, I personally built a lot of defense in here, but I haven't maxed all of this because I'm lack of material, right, resource. So I tried to build as many defense and also counter attack, which is just Bramble bonus, right? So Unbreakable and Bramble is the best one for me. And then for the stat in here, try to get a defense or like defense percent bonus, and like defense bonus, right? So you want to maximize your defense raw and then defense percent, because that's a lot of defense, right? This one is not even max, and I already have almost 3000 defense. Imagine if it's also max in here and in here, right? And also the skill, the prowess, I haven't raised up in here at all, and probably you want to get at least maybe this one, right? 2 of that. And then for the shell, I try to get the Artisan and max it with the Bramble and Unbreakable. But if you have a better one, you can activate even better here if you get the mythic one that's from the Inferno stage. Unfortunately, I haven't cleared those stage, so this is all I have, and which is still good enough. Artisan, before the honor take action, it increased their defense by 700 for 2 turns, right? Because Rahu get a lot of bonus from defense when he attacks. So this one is one of the best one, because not only it raised the defense, that raising your damage from Rahu skills, it also applies 2 turn shield, which equal to 400% of your defense and ally with the lowest HP percentage. This cannot stack with other similar shells. So you don't really want to have, I think, more than this shells user in your team. 2 is okay, but never go above that, because it will be just redundant, right? And then for the passive effect in here, I try to aim for survival, which is fine, HP by 26%. You don't really want to get attack in this one, because he doesn't really use attack at all. So it's either crystallization, crystal wall, which is even better, but if you cannot get it because it's kind of hard, so HP is also fine. But if possible, try to get the defense here, defense 30% or defense 120. That will be the best ultimate combination for him. But yeah, I haven't been able to get the best defense yet, so that's why I'm keeping 26% HP just for more survival. And then for the support here, you can get the shield, because I use this one that gives shield, right? So shield increased by 9%. Or if you get something like speed, is also good. Speed always have a use, or effect resistance. But otherwise, I think it's either speed or shield. Okay, so that's one of the best one. And then for the thirds, I think I didn't get the better one, because this one is for a reason, because I use this shell for other unit, which is I forgot the name, Holden. Yeah, Holden is reason, right? I normally use this for Holden, but this one is just for example. So you want to get a different one for this, because Rahul is not a reason. Rahul is a hollow, so you want to get hollow Animus final damage 12%, or you can also get something that's just effect resistance, or this one can also be good because he applies shield, even though it's not that often, right? So it's either that or final damage taken by 8% for more survival, or assault for more damage. Yeah, it depends, but for now I use this because this one is a Holden shell. I just borrowing it. So that's it for the Rahul build. If you guys have any recommendation or advice, please let me know in the comment below, and thank you for watching. See you for the next video.